Hello again everybody and welcome to Prestige Auctions. We've got another amazing auction for you this week, and this is becoming a bit of a ritual now, this Monday evening thing where we show you the things that have come to the auction before they've been lotted up. This is for all items that are going to be sold on the 13th of April. Viewing for that is on the 12th, Friday, 8 in the morning till 7 at night. And of course, if you want to look at these pictures in detail, go on Facebook tomorrow evening and the full catalogue will be there. So we're going to show you around today and show you some of the great stuff that's come into this week's auction. So from over 1,000 lots last week to this week's amazing lots, and I tell you what, I think this week's auction is a very good one. See what you think, let us know in the comments, of course. And of course, this is a YouTube only thing, even though we do put the links through all the social media. This is a YouTube only video, so if you want to see the sneak peek a day in advance, you've got to go onto YouTube to watch it. Okay, so starting off at what will be lot number one, I assume, is going to be the white tigers and stuff like that. We've got some nice lampshades. And what about this? A jam pan, a brass jam pan. They're always quite heavy, those things. Or maybe a UFO lamp, as I think they used to be called. Some great old luggage up there. And lots, as always, of boxes of assorted items. So you can see into some of these boxes, a lot of this stuff comes from clearance places and so on. And there's usually some very, very good items. I mean, look at that. A lot of auctions would split them down into threes and fours, all of these paperweights together as one lot. Or maybe a load of brassware. Look at all that. There's probably just a few quid in scrap in there alone. But that's sort of a fruit box full of it. We've also got a lot of mobile phones in this week as well. Cassettes. What about this? Old KitchenAlia. Quite popular these days. Old cutlery and stuff. People are going for that retro look. And when you look at these, I want to give you an idea. That is a fruit box and it's full of it. And then there's another fruit box full of it as well. So we come up here, lots of little trinket boxes and stuff. You can see into these boxes here, and then you come down here, we've got all these old sort of stoneware pots, and then boxes of photo frames, or maybe a box of camouflage ware. I can tell you that this week's auction, we've got some of the overspill from one of our special sales in here. So there's some very good stuff on top of what we normally have. So big boxes of pottery and big boxes of cutlery. You come down here, more pottery, cutlery, brassware, copperware, and all of this, whatever it is, plated ware and stuff down there. But what about this fella here? Look at the size of him. This is a large, cuddly giraffe. I would imagine this was quite a lot of money. I mean, I'm sort of 6 foot and a bit. I'd say that's a good 4 foot tall, at least. There he is. So that big giraffe in this week's sale as well. And no reserve, as always. Right, so we'll walk you down here to the next bit, and Lisa's going to stop talking about stuff while we're on the live, and we're going to have a look at the elephants and the various bits that we've got up here. Shall we have a look at Lisa? There we go. And then we've got these kettles, and we've got these items here. Now, what I haven't told you is we're going to be doing a competition this week, okay? So if you've got this far into the video, which is good, we're not going to tell people at the start, we're going to tell you towards the end of this video about a competition that we've got running this week, where you might be able to win some vouchers or something to spend at Prestige Auctions. Okay, so stay tuned till the end and we'll tell you all about that. So all this stuff here, we've got cameras and various Sony Walkmans, and we've got WWE. Now, WWE figures last week were doing some half-decent money. But what about them old dolls? Or a Gordon Ramsay book? Or maybe a mousetrap game? A very early edition of Monopoly, Jasperware, Wedgwood, of course. And then down the bottom, we've got crafting paints, cigarette cards, tea cards, and more other items. And some crested ware. Now, what's good about this crested ware is if you look closely, all of it is Grimsby. If you look there, the 3 bores, the 3 bore heads, all Grimsby crested ware. Being sold by the tray, of course, this week in the auction. So, we come up to here, we have more dolls' houses for you this week. And we've got various boxes of glass and some British Army camouflage wear there. And then down the bottom, we've got various boxes of assorted, some great old KitchenAlia in there, look. This is the joys of the auction. Whether you're looking to buy things for yourself or whether you're looking to buy them and sell them on, you're going to find a mixed array of items in every single week. So we've got some lava lamps there, and what about this lucky, says lucky strap or something, whatever that is, and then more UFO lamps. And what about this big old bottle? Look at that great big old bottle up there. Things that people decided to keep all them years ago. that finally find their way into the sale room. Down here, boxes of pottery. You know, boot sale season is upon us, so you can buy these items, all these big boxfuls of stuff, take them to the boot sale, split them down, sell them to your friends, sell them on the internet, and make yourself a few extra pounds. So we come down here, more boxes of pottery, and we'll just stop here for a minute and just look at these two. If I'm gonna have to move back a little bit. Fantastic clocks that we've got in. So this is the modern grandfather clock. Okay, there you go, with the weights and stuff in the bottom. And this is an old one, 1800s, I'm guessing, on this one. Look at the painted face on it. Now, this does need a bit of work to it. Okay, so you've got the pillars and that down the bottom, you've got the weights. This is a bit of a restoration job. I can tell you that the mechanism is all there from what we can see. So this could be either a restoration job, or of course you could turn it into something else. I have seen people turning these into bars and things, but I can tell you that both of those are in this week's auction with no reserve. They are there to sell. Okay, right, so we'll go this way. I can tell you, if you are a regular watcher on YouTube as well, that we are going to be doing a couple of extra videos today, looking at some specifics of some of the items that we've got in. So do keep your eye on our channel for those. They'll be coming at some point this week. Boxes of books. Boxes of annuals, they was doing okay last week. Boxes of Harry Potter books, all these old books there on butterflies and birds. And what about that? A banana box full of ladybird books. We've had one or two of them in lately. Carrera, scale extra type thing, slot racing, and maybe a load of old toiletries. All look brand new. And there's a lot of plated ware in this week. Big boxfuls. Again, these are banana boxes full of this stuff. So you can see they're all of this old pewter. Lots of it in there. You can, of course, weigh this stuff in as well, if you can buy it cheap enough. All this brassware, and then there's these really nice old cast pans. Good quality items there. A load of cards and domino games there, and some more plated ware. A load of camouflage ware there as well. And what about these? All this carved Asian looking stuff that's in this box as well. And then more toiletries, more annuals, and then of course it seems like a must at Prestige Auctions every week that we have a load of jigsaws. Can tell you we've got a lot of records in this week's sale as well. We're going to come to some of the LPs and that on the front when we get round that way, but look at all these singles, lots and lots of singles on there. Okay, following the natural route of the auction, our friend has been in again this week with a load more toners. So there are all these brand new toners for Samsungs and Epsoms and HP printers and stuff. You know, there you go. I'll try and slow down a little bit over those to give you an idea of which printers they are. Then we've got more boxes of pottery, and then I'm going to save that one for a minute. I'll show you these. More pottery, all these items in here, trying to give you a good view. Don't forget, you can of course hit the pause button if you want to have a look closely in a box, or wait for the pictures to come out tomorrow. We had a gentleman come into the auction today with a load of Disney stuff that he wants us to sell, and there you can see all the dwarfs and stuff. But then Lisa's been doing her magical touch this week and doing displays for you. So Lisa, are these by the shelf? No. No, they're not by the shelf. Okay, so there's going to be some individual items in these, but you can see these are some really lovely Disney items. So I'm not going to go too mad on those because we're going to do a little bit of a feature on those, so that'll be a separate video where I'll tell you some more details about those. So we can see here on this top shelf, we are going to have a load more character jugs as well, because there's loads of space on this top shelf. And we've got a box full in the office, so I can tell you there's going to be a load more character jugs coming in for this week's sale as well. But what about this? Royal Copenhagen. Really fantastic pottery, this stuff. Some people mistake it for Ladro, the Spanish pottery, but this is very similar stuff, but it's very good quality pottery. We've got loads of glassware, knife and fork sets, fish knife sets there. I think it is anyway, I can't really tell. And a nice cutlery set. More pottery down the bottom. And I can tell you, we've got quite a lot of jewellery and collectibles in this week as well. So I'm going to cover off the jewellery in a moment. In fact, as we're heading that way, I'll just go and cover the jewellery off quickly as we come this way. And we'll have a quick look at what there is, but again we're doing a separate video on it, so I'm just going to show you there. We've got old £5 notes, we've got old watches and things in there, we've got some silver and bits and bobs on there. And look at that, little spider brooch. What a great old thing. In the gold, we've got some half sovereigns, including shield bats. We've got gold bracelets, and the gold price has gone up massive over the last 2 weeks. And what about all this silver? This beautiful basket, all these nice little cruet pieces, teaspoons, and we've got some Art Nouveau pieces as well, and some baskets and things. Lots of stuff there. As I say, we'll be covering that off in a separate video with more detail, so do keep your eye on our site. And we're going to head this way now. I can tell you, there's George working hard in the auction room, and then we come down this way and we've got all these various coins and bits and bobs in the cabinets for you this week. Which way should we go next? So we've got some old games here, and this old military picture. What about this nice stall? We've got so much stuff in this sale. It's such a cracking auction for you this week. It's going to take a while for this video though, I'm afraid, but more games, more cutlery sets. Look at these. Oh, we've got some big boxes of records, lots of games. We've got some fantastic hi-fi stuff which we're going to talk about very soon. We've got these heaters. What about that old Ferguson record deck there? I believe that was donated to us for our DFib fund. Thank you, Dane, for that one. And we've got some old stereo ware there. Box of old laptops and stuff, more laptops, all of this stuff that comes in. Look at all these old speakers and things. It really is a classic auction, this one, with some great bits. So we've got, I mentioned, we've got some more records down here. We've got big vases, more records, boxes of sorted, boxes of toys, look, and see in there as well. And then more records, all these big boxes here, full of Elvis. And in fact, is this all Elvis? Yeah, it looks like a bit of an Elvis collection. Is this all an Elvis collection?
Random vinyl been brought in.
Okay, so, but I can tell you, lots of vinyl this week. So for all you vinyl buyers, there is lots and lots of that. Books as well. We'll come around to the white goods bit for it pretty soon. Before then, we're going to go into the back room. Now, anybody that knows Prestige Auctions knows that the back rooms are either all about boxes of assorted or garden and tools. So you come into the middle room. I'll just sort of pan around the room here, as you can see. There's just boxes everywhere, full of gear. All this gear is there to be sold. There's no reserves on any of these boxes. These are the overspill from house clearances and things, but you can get some genuine gems in these. And I'm going to talk to you about a guy last week who bought a big box of ear mats and got loads of silver in the bottom of it that somebody had hidden away in there, so that you can find these items. There's so many records in this week's auction. So any of you vinyl buyers, you really need to get down here. All these boxes of glassware and lamps and teddy bears and maybe even a rabbit there. And who's this one? Who's that from? The Great Bertie Bear. There you go. Lots of bears, flowers, flower arranging, more books, always a few books. And we've got some fantastic knitting needles. And of course, always plenty of freebie meerkats on the insurances and that. Big bags of cuddly toys. We come down this way. Some shells in there, some old shells that have been decorating somebody's house for years. More bags of cuddly toys. And then we've got glasses and lamps and other bits and bobs. And then all of these bits here. But look at this. I love this. This draft bass mirror. What a great old piece that one is. And we've got some more military pictures as well. And we come down this way. More boxes of assorted Marvel pictures, or maybe a reproduction Lowry up there. I'll have a look at that one later. And of course, we've got more bits and bobs here. More cutlery. Lots of cutlery in this week. I wonder if there's any silver bits hidden away in any of this lot. You never know. So we're going to come around this way now and look into this area. And we've got fishing rods. Lots and lots of fishing rods this week. Lots of various tools. Lots of demijohns in there. We've got garden benches, children's slides, floodlights, tools, garden shredders, a barbecue. I have no idea. Is that some sort of seed spreader or something? We've got petrol hedge trimmers. We've got strimmers. We've got boxes and boxes of tools. And maybe this fantastic old Stanley plane, 4.5. What about this old record vise? Still in the original box. What another great piece that is. Boxes of tools, bike racks, power tools, lots of those as well. Fence sprayers, jerry cans, petrol cans, You name it, we've got it. This is a great auction. Lots and lots of stuff. All of these step ladders as well, extending ladders. We've got wood. On one or two bits down here. We've also got these fishing reels, lots of fishing reels there, and we've got some bikes and this old bike up there. Look, oh no, quite a new bike actually. We've also got a dresser, garden table and chairs. When I say to you, if you've never been to a prestige auction, really, it's like this every single week. The room is just chocker with all of these different stuff. There really is something for everybody in our auctions. So, great thing is, you can come and bid live on the Saturday. You can't bid on the internet for these auctions, that's for sure. But once you're known to us, we will take bids over the internet for you and we'll put them on and bid on your behalf. Anybody that knows Prestige Auctions and comes to Prestige Auctions knows that we do not run people on the bids. The bid will be the bid. So there you go. We've also got boxes of DVDs, some wooden, this stuff makes into like crates and stuff. And then all of these garden tools and lawnmowers. And of course, people are looking for these. Why would you buy a brand new one? Go out and buy a second-hand one. It may be a lot cheaper. And what about that? I think that's a concrete digger, like one of them road digger things. We've even got one of those in the auction. So, what about this? Great fishing box. Fantastic fishing box for you there as well, if that's your thing. More tools down here. Now, we're going to have a quick look at this because this is a fantastic lot, this one. All of this here is garden furniture, plants, ornaments. So whether you're looking for a statue for your garden, now you think how much these cost in the shops. They're an absolute fortune. Bird baths, we've got this big planter here. All of these planters with plants in. More bird baths, we've got chimney pots, we've got a water feature at the back. Remember, don't look at this and think, oh, that looks scruffy. Think about, this will take me 5 minutes on a pressure washer to get it back to like new. We've got that great little cottage there with the I would imagine the water drops down onto the water wheel. And then what about this chap here? Yes, this is a rather large concrete crocodile. Look at the size of it. Now, this is heavy, and he has got a little bit of a problem with one of his feet, but it is all there. So a little bit of his foot has come off. It's that one down there. I'll try and zoom in and show you. You can see the crack in it there, but a little bit of concrete glue on that, and it'll be as good as new. So there you go. This is a great thing as well. And all this, again, under the hammer this Saturday, the 13th of April. And we've got more of them there. Okay, so we then come onto the back shelves. All these back shelves here have got various items, lots of games, lots of comics, all these old 1980s comics, and a load of Now CDs as well. More puzzles and things there. And what's this there? A Mirror Peak Duo or something, a little telly, and then we've got big tellies in the auction as well. And you know, I've got to say, for all you second-hand dealers and that listening out there, the tellies, furniture and some of the appliances haven't been making loads of money lately. Get yourself to Prestige, get yourself some bargains, get them resold. Zanussi washing machine, Indesit condenser dryer. But what about this? This is quite cool. So this is an under-counter fridge and freezer. So if you can't fit a fridge freezer in, this is a side-by-side fridge freezer. I can't say I've seen one before. Great piece. Nice pictures up there. Oh my God. I didn't even realise that had come in. We'll talk about that later. That needs to be lower, guys. That is a fantastic piece. This is an original by Colin Carr of Grimsby. One of the brightest Grimsby pictures with St James's in the background. I think it is anyway. Anyway, we'll look into that, but it is a beauty, that one. That is a stunning Colin Carr painting. Colin Carr, of course, Lincolnshire artist, did lots of village scenes and Grimsby stuff as well. We've also got a Bosch washing machine there, and we've got all of these mirrors. What about that mirror? Look at that. That's an overmantel mirror, beveled edge, beautiful thing. We've got screens. We've got lots of pine furniture in this week's auction as well. As you can see here, these solid pine wardrobes and things. Handle's a little bit loose on that one. These nice wardrobes here as well. So let's go back to give you an idea of what they look like. And then we've got in the pigeonholes this week, we've got lamps, We've got various other bits and bobs, and that was in there. Don't know if that didn't get paid for some reason. And then we've also got a large collection this week of some of the stuff overspill from the special sale. So there's lots of postcards and stamp albums and stuff like that. Stamps of the world. There's also cigarette cards and other bits and bobs, and first day covers. Definitely worth having a look. As we come down the front table, well, we're going to be doing a feature on these bits later. So that's an Amstrad 6128. If you want to find out more about that, we'll be talking about it in another video. We've also got doll's house furniture. We've got gaming stuff, this one for the TV, and we've got a Wii system in there. We've got all of this Meccano as well, and then we come on to the die-cast and the records. Well, the records this week are fantastic, as always. An old violin or a fiddle, whatever that is, and those, there are more records, including the Beatles, Erasure, and then we've got a pile of Kiss albums down there, and another pile of interesting stuff, including Hawkwind. Again, we're going to be doing a feature on this, but that is a Garrard 401 deck. Anybody that understands decks knows how good that is. Again, we'll cover that off in another video. But what about this? A massive Simpsons chess set. And we've got some great old gaming down here. Again, these are going to be covered off in the other video, so do watch that. Some great bits and bobs in there. More laptops. And what about this? What a piece this is. This reminds me of the late 70s, early 80s. These used to be outside the sweet shops and things. You'd go along with your 5 pence or your 2 pence, or if you was lucky, a 10 pence. Pop it in there and spin it round, and of course your prize would come out at the bottom. That is an early original one, that one, and a very good piece. So what have we got in the furniture section this week? Well, look at it. It's massive. I don't know how long this auction is going to last. Feels like it's going to last 2 days looking at the amount of stuff that's in there, and Lisa's babysitting as well. So I might be here all on my own. We've got these great old chairs, these chairs here. We've also got a mobility scooter. That one was in last week, £200 reserve on that one. And we've got this nice Edwardian chest of drawers. We've got these cane suites and things there. I can't believe how much gear is in here. We've got Shark Hoovers. I mean, Shark Hoovers, you know, they're not that old. They're quite expensive as well. We come down this way. We've got chairs. We've got suites. We've got more. What else we got here? So we've got a tilting mirror, dressing mirror. We've got all of this pine. Look at all this pine furniture we've got in this week. These pine drawers, and I'll show you, you can buy these cheap sort of flat back pine drawers that wobble. Well, you look at that. There's no wobble in that at all. And the reason being, look at the thickness of the wood in these. These are fantastic pieces of furniture. They're going to last forever, so they're worth a few quid. They're worth certainly having a bid on. We've got tables down here. We've got Chris there. Say hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris. And we've also got this here, an old stool. And I'm going to stop here for a second and have a look inside there. Is it inside there? What is this? How does this open? I'm intrigued. Ah, there it is. A sewing box. A sewing box. Then what about this fantastic old mid-century gramophone? So if you was lucky enough to have one of these, look at that there. There it is, the record player on the inside with the speakers. And of course, it looked like a piece of furniture. It's a HMV one, this one. It's good. And you could play 12 inches, 10 inches, and 7 inches. And you had speeds of 16, 33, 45, and 78. Another fantastic piece in this week's sale. We've got tables. We've got half moon tables. We've got conservatory suites. We've even got this massive fish tank. We've also got a really nice pine dining table in. I'm going to walk this way. We've got bedroom chairs. We've got more furniture here. Look at all this. And then we've got some, oh, look at them old school trays. They're fantastic as well. A modern unit there. Chests of drawers. One of them, that's one of them electric scooter things as well. What about that for a fantastic snooker scoring board? What a great piece. Big bundle of walking sticks. We've shown you that. What about this for a telescope? Look at that fantastic, massive telescope there. You know, that's probably about 6 foot tall, or maybe a bit more. A sideboard. We've got pictures. What about this for a jewellery box? You open it up at the top, and then you've got all the drawers as well with the various segments in them again, and it looks like a nice piece of furniture, a modern chair. And then we've got this table, drop leaf table. Now this is what I wanted to show you, because if you have got somebody that's learning how to play piano, this is a mini piano, so they're made a lot smaller. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Obviously, you can see I can't play the piano, but the great thing with these is that they don't take up as much space as normal. So they're a bit lighter, they're a bit easier to maneuver. So there you go. Have a go at that one. A rocking horse and a great old piano stool there. And then we've got these items here at the back that have come in, various items of toys. We've got chairs, and then we've got these tools, this lathe. Look at this great lathe here. And then we've got this massive old compressor. And then, is that some sort of chopper or something, is it? And there you go, and a bit of fitness equipment. And, of course, the stool we showed you earlier. Well, there you go. What a great auction. Oh, but I've just remembered, there's a car outside as well. So I'm going to take you outside now just to show you that last little bit. Oh, there's the Colin Carr picture. We can see a lot better now. There you go. What a great piece that one is. That could do a few £100. That's a nice piece as well. Let's just walk outside. So, sorry if it gets a bit windy when we come out here, but we're going to walk out into our outside area. And look at this car that we've got in, this Volvo on a 10 plate. I can tell you this has got a £1,600 reserve. There you go, you can see the registration, so you can do all your checks on it and that. And this is a great old Volvo. I drove it earlier. I mean, look, I'm no mechanic, but it seemed to drive okay. It's quite tidy on the inside as well. You got all the mod cons in there, I would have thought. It smells quite nice in there as well. That's always a good thing. And then it's got a bit of an odd shape to it. It's a Volvo. Is it a D2? C30 D2. There you go. Anyway, that's it. That's what we've got for you this week. Don't forget, viewing is this Friday from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. Auction starts at 9:30 on Saturday. There's all our details on the side of one of our vans. Get yourself down to Prestige Auctions. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe. And I was going to do a competition. I'll tell you what, I'll come back on another feed with news of the competition, and we'll catch you all at the auction very soon.